Greetings, hi, TheWarOwl greets you, and it's time for game number 2. I shouldn't do those rhymes, those are stupid. Yeah, Virtus.Pro versus Titan. Game number 2. Game number 1 did in fact go to Virtus.Pro on the map Mirage, and we're now moving on to Cache. It's not a map you normally see these guys play. It gets vetoed quite a bit, actually, by some of the top European level teams. Alright. Terra's going to be setting up to go A side, it looks like. Keep in mind, this is a best of 3 series. Virtus.Pro taking number 1. That means if Virtus.Pro wins this, they'll win the series. If they lose this, they'll move on to game number 3. Interesting setup by Virtus.Pro. They only have one player watching A. This leaves them exposed for a squeaky door take. And it looks like Terrace now will be committing to this A take. Smoking off Bialy. We'll be able to easily move in here, and we see the counter Terrace now rotating. They'd set 3 players inside of bomb site B, expecting it to be some sort of a B take, and Pasha here at the connector. Or at the freeway, highway, whatever you want to call it there, this way. Terrace have taken the site, will plant the bomb. Counter Terrace moving to retake. His pistol round, not a lot of smokes or flashes. We do have a smoke and a flash left, it doesn't matter. Virtus.Pro easily able to move in and pick off the rest of those players. 1 point now for Virtus.Pro, that means Titan, with that bomb plant, will be saving on this round and then buying up 3rd round. And a map like Cache, once you take bomb site A like that, it's very easy to plant the bomb because there's no vision inside of bomb site A from any of the entrance points. So planting the bomb in there, very easy, as well as defusing the bomb. Alright, looking like they're going to try and boost a player up on this pistol round. They actually did armor pistol, so Titan going for the 2nd round buy. Maybe they did not get that bomb plant. Alright, we actually have NBK sneaking up behind, or no, going through the squeaky door. Bialy now playing it from inside of the site. Terrace looking like they want to try to take mid-control, but there is a player boosted up into the vents there that go to B. Scream already boosted up. Pasha knows about it, trying to pick this player off. 1 hit there by Scream on Pasha. Now taking him down really low in the health. 3 counter terrorists are now at middle. NBK has opened this door. That means that Bialy, well aware of what's going on, well aware that NBK is right around that corner. And NBK actually kills Taz. Now just 1 player left. That is going to be Kenny. Yes, 1 versus 3. There is 1 player here to hold him off at B. Actually, no. He has already pushed through, so he's behind. That's going to be Neo. Kenny S sees him. And he's got players moving in from all sides. Neo charging forward, and he does not get that bomb plant. 2nd round in there from Virtus.Pro. After that armor pistol attempt by Titan, means it's going to be a 4th round buy for Titan. So this is Virtus.Pro definitely off to a good start here in Cache. And once again, going up against saving players. Let's see how these terrorists decide to do this. Titan is a team that likes to rush all together, one direction. But this time, looks like they are splitting up a little bit on this pistol round. Going for picks, trying to get these counter terrorists to peek them. We have Snacks here, getting ready to throw the smoke off. And it doesn't look like he's going to do it until he gets a tell, until he hears something, or until Neo. So that's a pixel position. He's got 1 little pixel where you can see what's going on. If a terrorist crosses here, then Snacks is going to throw this smoke and hold off the push. Terrorists do look like they want to go B now, rotating a little bit out of there. Still set up at middle. Do not have that mid control. NBK gets picked over on the A side with 1 player watching middle. That is Pasha. Terrorists still at middle now. Haven't pushed just yet. Snacks watching it. There's Smiths. Alright, still rotating around middle. Have not made any aggression yet. Now just existence left. 1 versus 5 on a save round. Probably not going to happen. If ever there was a map to do a full-on rush into one of the bomb sites to just get that bomb planted, this would be that map. And that's a strategy that Titan usually tries to do, so I'm surprised by their attempt there on that round. Alright, 4th round buy from Titan. Finally able to buy up, and ooh, what? NBK with the SG. Thing is a tappa. Has a very low fire rate compared to the AK-47. It's more accurate and precise at longer distances. You usually got to go for tap shot headshots, and it is a 1-hit headshot. But interesting to see one of those things on the field. May have been an accidental buy. Alright, Terra's boosting up. I want to see the CT side setup, though. Seems like they put 1 player mid, 1 player here at the connector. Actually, 2 players here at the connector. They're stacked really heavy at A side. Nobody even in a position to rotate to B. Now Neo, the only player playing B, is playing it from a rotatable position. Virtus.Pro has not been playing a standard CT side setup. They've been setting up very heavy one bomb site or the other. This time it is heavy A. Terrace deciding that they will take A. A few of them creeping forward at A main here, waiting for this smoke to clear. Now Cache is sort of a very simplistic map where you have this just one entrance to move into the site. There's a few places these CTs can stand. So gotta be smoking in, gotta be pushing in. Counter Terrace will be able to fully rotate to deal with this. All of them inside of the site. Check this out. All the Counter Terrace rotated back here to hold this thing off. Terrace will charge forward, have boosted up on top of the boxes, and is able to get the frag off of them. Kenny S moves in. Just going to be Snacks left. He's over at middle right now. Kenny S should not peek this player. Instead, checking the bomb site just to make sure with 20 seconds left. Smithsy over here at the rotate position. That means that Snacks is either going to have to push, go for exit frags. It looks like that's what he's doing. He's going to go for exit frags. I don't think he's going to commit to this. Oh, he is! Picks up the FAMAS and is going to go 1v2 against these players with 30 health left, but he looks the wrong way. Kenny S takes him down through the corner of that box. All right, Titan takes a point. Now, in terms of sidedness on this map, it's a little bit hard to tell because the top teams generally don't play it very much. But I would have to say it is slightly CT-sided, but it is still pretty even. We'll see what happens. And correct me about that if I'm wrong. I know there are statistics about it floating around there, but I don't feel there's been enough games played on this map to really come up with a good idea of what sided this is. This is a map that's generally played in the North American tournaments. Alright, there's Scream. Picking at mid. Not able to hit that player. Terrace have not been taking the mid control. Now smoking it out so that they can move out their mid. We have a counter smoke there from the counter Terrace, so I don't think they're going to push through. It's a good smoke screen to allow them to do a B take. And I think that's what they're going to do here. Well, they have one player moving A main, so maybe looking like they're going to do a B take. Bomb is here at middle in this mid control. That smoke middle is going to clear pretty soon. There it goes. So now they're going to have to make something happen, but no, not going to happen. Pasha just mows them all down. So Pasha, Taz, Neo. Just one player left. That's going to be Scream. 1 versus 5. Does take out Taz. He's got players from all sides now. Yeah, looked like they had that bomb inside of the vents. They were going to try to go B. And they do go down. So what I'm talking about there with taking B is they threw this smoke screen down to block vision here. Then they can push forward at middle and go through these vents into the checkered room and take B from these, or from this position, while other players also move in through this side. So they take B from 2 places at once into the bomb site. But they weren't able to commit on it. They got taken down middle because they waited too long and these smokes cleared. Alright, I'm going to have to be a save round here for Titan. Taking their sweet time. Boosting up once again, but they haven't been able to do anything with this boost. Boosting 2 players up. Oh my. Let's get on Pasha here. Pasha and Chaz holding down the middle. Smith charging forward, but Pasha was throwing a smoke nade during that critical point. Terrace trying to make something happen. They actually do. Pick one player. And just one left, that's NBK. Trying to move into B, not going to happen. Titan is shut down. Seems like Titan doesn't really know what to do on the save rounds on this map. Isn't able to really make much happen. They're trying to take mid control on the save rounds. They split up quite a bit. And entryways into these bomb sites, there's all kinds of little nooks and crannies to hide in, which makes it very difficult to just move in and take a bomb site because you have players hiding in corners and stuff. So many corners to check. Terrace just going to execute a B take, so here's Neo to hold this off. Got a whole bunch of Terrace to contend with. None of them are going to be going mid. Oh, picks off Kenny S. It is that one player gun buy, and that's going to be Scream. Scream's dead, though. And MBK grabs a frag. Not going to last long, though, as Pasha moves in. Takes out Smiths. Now just one terrorist left. That will be Existence. Moving over to bomb site B. Bomb is down in B. Looks like, oh, Existence is going to be saving. He needs to find himself an AK-47 because it's not worth it to save the 300 buy money for the P250 here. Especially since next round Terrace will be able to buy. Oh, Scream doesn't have any money. That's not good. Oh yeah, that's because he bought. That one player buy thing is so strange. Now watch what happens on this next round. It looks like Terrace should have enough money to buy. Actually, Kenny up buying an AWP. But NBK buying an SG. Expensive stuff going on here. And poor Scream is left with a P250. Very interesting. Alright, we have an AWP from Virtus.Pro, and they're going to be using this thing over at bomb site B. Kenny S playing AWP from B as well, so we're going to have an AWP op here. AWP off. And, oh, Neo reigns supreme. Neo takes out Kenny S with the AWP. Has Neo found his new true calling in Counter-Strike? AWPing CSGO. Now, he was able to do that by, once he saw the player strafing a little bit to the left, and baiting Kenny S to push out and try to take him down. Kenny S didn't seem to be visually aware that Neo was right there in front of him. He was just waiting for the right shot, even though he could have hit him there through the corner or in the side of his shoulder or something like that. Still a one-hit kill. Oh, Pasha charges through, but he's got players on all sides. Interesting. Now we have two players left, Bialy and Neo. Whole bunch of terrorists still just taking mid-control. They're not trying to push anywhere. Taking their sweet time. 44 seconds left. Neo had a shot on the one player at middle with the bomb. Not going to happen. Terrorists, once they take mid-control. Oh, they just picked the player A side. They should probably go A at this point. And that's exactly what they're going to do. So that was a mistake. So when terrorists have mid-control like that... Oh, listen, Existence does get audio information that Neo has rotated. So terrorists are going to wisely say, alright, let's go B because that player rotated to A. 3 of them move in. We'll be planting that bomb and winning this round. All Neo can do is go for exit frags. Probably should try to save this off for the next round, though, and just give this point to Titan. They're already way ahead. Alright, so what I was talking about there, with that the two-player positioning that Virtus.Pro was trying to pull off, they had that one player. They knew that T's had position middle, so from middle, they could move in here and take bomb site B. So they have to have somebody watching B, either from upper or lower. But the upper is better because you can rotate better from it. But they also need to watch A while still being able to rotate to B. So the place to do that is right here, because you're able to quickly rotate this way to B, or even push through and go through here. Alright, Neo is able to survive. Takes one down with him. And Titan takes their second point. Will Titan start to come back in this thing? Virtus.Pro definitely has enough money to buy up. And Neo saving that op. Alright, another strange... Oh, there they go. Kenny S just had his pistol out, but now has the AK-47. Somebody else bought it for him. Dropped it on the ground. No ops this time for the terrorists. Boosting a player up. Pasha's out there. Front and center. And here comes Scream, finally boosting up. He's got a whole bunch of counter-terrorists to do with Pasha at middle. Interesting to note that it is Neo opping and not Pasha. Ooh. Flash is over. Pasha aware of it. Falling back. One player picked at A main. Again, NBK keeps getting picked at A main. He needs to stop doing that. Once you lose a terrorist like that, you're in some trouble. 2 players holding A now. Now is not the time to push A. And they have 2 players that could rotate there. So pretty much 4 players at A. And good like they are going to commit to this. Here's Smiths at middle. Bunch of counter-terrorists here. One right in that smoke. That is going to be Taz. Waiting for this smoke to clear. Terrorist now pushing A main. Into the site. And here is Snacks to try and hold it off. Smiths does take down Taz over ad middle. This will allow them to have a good surround. Oh, he's got a player on top of him. Has Smiths made it? Yep. Already making his way over to A. Trying to hold off Neo. One player. Oh, is behind him inside of the site. That's Pasha. Pasha takes down Kenny S. Bomb has been planted. But it's too little too late, and that'll be the defuse there from Virtus.Pro. Alright, now at 7 points against Titans 2. Titan well behind in this game. Virtus.Pro starting to dominate. And check out that money! Looking like Titan wants to do that one player buy thing because Neo's... Oh, what? I mean, NBK had a bunch. Yeah, and they are going to actually be buying fully here. 2 of their players have weapons, and one has an AWP. So this is very, very interesting. Instead of getting, like, 2 AK-47s, they prioritize getting the AWP here. Kenny S. So it better be worth it. And he misses Neo. All right. Counter-terrorist smoke off the B hold. We actually have 2 players watching B, both of them on the ground. Can't rotate out there now. Forward position there from Neo. Terrorists. I think they're going to try to take the bomb site A at this point. Bialy in a defensive position. Taz up on top of the balcony there. Waiting for these players to push on the catwalk. Jumps down and rotates into the site. So assumes it's going to be a full-on A tank, which it is. No smoke screen just yet. Bialy waiting very patiently. Not going to peek. If he peeked, Kenny S would AWP him down. Look at this. Right around the corner where Bialy is. Now is not the time to peek, sir. And he won't. Counter-terrorists starting to rotate their players around. 2 players have taken mid-control by these terrorists. So 3 players going to come in here. 2 A main, 1 through the door, and then 2 of them are going to come mid and through the connector. All right, terrorists now getting ready to push. Smoke screen is out. It's all up to Bialy here to hold off the bomb plant. And Scream gets himself overextended. Bialy just going to be trading. NBK moves into the site, trades himself as well. Scream charging forward with an AWP. 3 versus 2 now. Counter-terrorists trying to move to make something happen. One of them going to be coming from truck. One of them from the flank at A main. That is going to be Neo. They did hear him. Nice shot, taking out Existence. Scream up close. Does take out Scream. Brilliant shot by Neo. Will be moving in to defuse that bomb. And another win there from Virtus.Pro. Titan finally able to take that bomb site. Doing some nice trades to get in there and get that bomb down. But it is going to be Neo here with the retake. And 2 frags. Alright. Titan low on the money now after that force buy. Oh, we have another force buy here. Titan. Oh my. Seems like they're going to be buying every round now with their blue shell money after losing so many rounds in a row. It's a full-on Blitzkrieg A. Let's see if these counter-terrorists are ready for this. Oh, most definitely. Taz is completely flashed, but it doesn't matter. Terrorists just move in right by him and don't check his spot. Catches Smiths off guard. Kenny S already in the site, though. And they already have 2 players from behind to retake it. Here is Pasha and Taz. And 1 player from the truck as well. Truck player moving in. Catches Kenny S off guard. Nice job once again by Virtus.Pro on that retake. Virtus.Pro took the site. I mean, Titan was able to take the site, but Virtus.Pro, again, with the nice retake. They weren't checking all their spots. Taz was able to ninja his way by there. All right, Titan. See if they try and force buy again. No, just going to be full saving this time. They've been hurt economically this entire game. Once a team gets so ahead like that, I mean, just take 1 round to save, get enough money to do a proper round, win it, and take back that momentum. It's an investment. Ouch. Ouch. 2 health left here for NBK as he pushes forward. Bialy with some nice pre-ness. Oh no. Terrorists want to try to do an A-take again, but Bialy is in position. Bunch of saving players. CZ OP, but not OP enough. 2 players still A main. There's Existence. Oh! Shows himself. Kenny S down. Don't expect Existence to last much longer here. And there he goes. 3 rounds left in the half. That was actually a 4 frag from Bialy. 3 rounds left in the half. Titan needs to win all 3 to give themselves a good chance of winning this thing. They're now way behind. NBK continuing to use the SG, the Krieg. Not sure what the reasoning is on that one. Maybe because there are a lot of long-distance shots in the position he's playing. And it has a scope. Well, we'll see. Ooh, Bialy aggressively peeks here to make sure it's not an A main rush, which I thought it was going to be another Blitzkrieg at A, since that was the strategy Titan used that actually worked to take the bomb site. Alright. Seems like Titan has not been able to watch the proper positions once they take the bomb site. And again, Titan is setting up to take bomb site A. Not doing it very fast, though, because we have a bunch of defensive smokes being thrown down. So force Titan into having to push it. They actually rotated 1 player back mid. It's interesting that terrorists have not been making more of an effort to take mid control and then do something with that. Instead, they're going to be committing to this A main push. And Bialy has a bunch of different places he could go. All right, here comes the push. They try to Molotov off Bialy in that spot he used to sit. 2 Molotovs down, but Bialy still stands. Terrorists pushing out. Flashes do work. Looking at NBK through the walls. That was a coincidence, people. Oh, no. Terrorists move into the site. Very aggressively taken. We have another Molotov right at the start of that door. Very nice Molotov shot, and it will burn Scream to death. Snacks with the Molotov. Goodness. Very nicely placed. All right, now it's time for the retake here. By these counter-terrorists. Snacks looking for these players. He sees the Existence head just at the last second. 1 versus 2 now for the retake. He saw NBK jumping up on top of that box. Takes him out now. 1 versus 1. Knows exactly where Smiths is. And he can force him to push by doing a fake defuse. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Snacks with an excellent retake. Definitely redeeming himself from the last map. That was a 4-frag. Amazing job. If we didn't catch that action, we would definitely get an owl vision. Brilliant. All right. We have 2 rounds left here. Virtus.Pro continuing to hold on. Titan in dire straits, in some serious trouble now. Just a very nice job on this map from Virtus.Pro CT side. Their retakes have been superb. All right. Smoking off mid. Kenny S picks Neo finally. And he picks Snack. So that's going to leave it open for these guys to move into bomb site B. That is the strength of a good AWPer. Might just because of that entry, give them this round. Yeah, just 2 counter-terrorists left. This is the round for Titan. They need to win these last 2. They're already in some serious trouble. Taz sneaks by here. Through the smoke. Looking like he wants to push into the site.
Bomb has been planted.
Will Virtus.Pro save? Let's check out their money. No, they can go for it. There's no reason for them to save. They can buy next round, and next round is last round anyway. Bialy is dead. So Taz's job right now is to do as much economic damage as possible to these terrorists. He's going to go for these exit frags. It's not a round he really has a chance of winning. He doesn't hear them moving. Here's one moving. He's going to grab him as he tries to exit the site. Exactly. Scream is watching it, though. Yeah, Kenny S and Scream both watching that. Kenny S takes him down. So nice job by Kenny S with those 2 entries with the AWP. Last round now, Titan at 3 points. Really wants to win this. All right, Taz only has a knife. I've actually never seen the knife on here before. That's pretty cool. It's going to be a buy versus buy. We have 2 AWPs now. Snacks and Neo. No Pasha AWP. What? Almost wall bangs NBK as he pushes out there. Snacks is down. Terrorists take position. Middle. Finally taking that mid control. Waiting for it. NBK now sitting at 3 frags on his way to an ace as he moves into bomb site B. Here's Neo looking to end his dreams of a perfect score there. Actually, Smiths, never mind, ends his dreams of a perfect score and takes out Neo. Just Bialy left. 1 versus 5. Now Bialy has to ace for the win, and there's no reason for him not to go for it. He literally has no reason to live. Oh, that was a mistake, and that's going to be the half. There's your halftime scoreboard. Thank you folks very much for watching, and we'll be able to turn after this half. Second half is live. Once again, Bialy is going to be dominating in terms of the frags. This guy is one of the top fraggers right now in Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Let's see if he's going to be able to top the get right. All right, 3 players inside of A. Look at this, stacked by A, by these counter-terrorists. Terrorists move in through checker, into B. Don't see anybody. Should rotate that bomb around now. Counter-terrorists have started to rotate, so it may be a fake out. Rotating 1 player back just in case it is a fake out, and it is. And while terrorists have pushed into bomb site B, they are going to commit to taking bomb site A. Perfect flash by Scream, but not able to hold it off. Those terrorists were flashed. He wasn't able to kill them before the flash wore off. Now at 2 versus 4, hold off, but they do get that bomb plan for the 3rd round buy. At least they have that going for them. Going to be difficult to hold this off, though. These terrorists move in from all sides. Here's Kenny S. Ooh, does go down. 1 versus 2 now. 1 versus 1 for the retake. Oh, and Taz takes him out with the 3 frag pistol. Holds off. Lovely job. And that's a pistol round win there. Wow. This is going really well here. For Virtus.Pro. Sitting at 12 points now. Taking that pistol round. Full buy up. We got a bazone. Assuming that these counter-terrorists are not going to be buying armor, but guess what? They did. So this is a round for them to steal. Ooh. If they can land their shots. They've already picked off one player, but starting to get picked themselves. Now just 2 left, and that's going to mean it's going to be a 4th round buy here from these counter-terrorists. Existence trying to engage the entire team by himself. May have been unwise and will die. Alright, I think our score may be a little messed up. No, okay. Virtus.Pro is sitting at 13 points against Titans 4. And we have another buy round here from Virtus.Pro. Poor counter-terrorists. They'll have to buy next round, and that means they'll have to win out the entire side. CT side. Man, nice teamwork there. Take out Snacks. Pasha. Grab some picks. What was that, 3 now? Goodness, he's got 2 more here. One guy sitting inside of A and one sitting inside of B. And they've taken mid control. It's unfortunate. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to see very much of Virtus.Pro's T-side cash, because it looks like this one's going to be over pretty quickly. And here's NBK now at the forklift. The whole team coming up on him. CZ! Bialy yells in-game for some reason. That was interesting as Neo jumps around the side and takes out NBK. All right, Virtus.Pro at 14. That means that poor Titan here will have to buy up and will have to win out to try to not let this go to overtime or lose the game. Can they do it? All right, sending one player off over here to bomb site B. No ops on Titan. Let's see what Neo can make happen here. Terrorists splitting up all over the map and dropping that bomb. They are going for picks. There's a smoke out. Allowing Neo to get by. Setting up to take bomb site A. Neo hasn't really made any noise. Pasha is going to be engaging Existence there. Smoke has cleared, does know where that player is. So all he has to do is sit here, wait for Smiths to rotate or peek or anything again, and he'll have a free frag on his hands. Oh, what? Okay, instead he's gonna... That was weird. I don't know why he did that. Oh, no, he's got one... Wow. Wow. Existence did not push in there to take out Neo. Neo was able to pull off a double frag, now a 2 versus 3. Give him a chance to win this game. Took bomb site B solo. Allowing Snack... Oh, hold your fire, soldier. Snacks almost kills Neo in what could be a major round for Virtus.Pro. 2 players going upper. Snacks wants to get this bomb planted. 30 seconds left. Neo sneaking around the side. Does take out Scream with an excellent shot. Now a 2 versus 2. Bomb getting planted. 1 player around the side. Does hear him. Neo with another kill. Sitting at 4 frags. Going for the ace for the win here for Virtus.Pro. Now has to. And he does it. There's the ace. We are most definitely going to get an owl vision on that ace. And as I said before, that is the strength of a competent AWPer on your team. Killing everybody and winning the round. Okay, gotta be a force buy here. It is match point. Scream got himself the dualies. Goodness, he's a cowboy. Terrace pushing up there. Let's see what he's able to do with these. Oh no. Cowboy down. Bunch of players picked already. Taz down to 2 health, but trading 98 of your health for 2 kills on a match point, it's worth it. Oh dear, just gonna be Smiths left. Looking like this is gonna be the end. There's the firing squad, and he is dead. Thank you folks very much for watching. Big congratulations to Virtus.Pro. I am TheWarOwl, and I still have no closer.